Hi, and thanks for checking out the HARP project on Kickstarter. It's the High Altitude Arduino Raspberry Pi platform. Typical high altitude balloons consist of a balloon, parachute, and a payload. Pretty simple, they're all connected, and they go up into space. Inside the payload, there's stuff like a camera, other stuff like sensors, cell phones that are attached to GPS, there's all kinds of things like that these days. The problem is that the flight, as it goes on and ascends and reaches burst altitude, really can't be tracked. So as it's going through, you really don't have any track of it. Cell phones are out of range, some radios are out of range. The amateur radios require a license. That's where the HARP project comes into play. Using the Arduino platform along with the Raspberry Pi, we have GPS, a strong radio, lots of sensors, and a big camera. We've already prototyped that the transmitter and of the GPS module and the transmitting GPS to a receiver using this small GPS that has a limit of about 60,000 feet, which is, believe it or not enough. And then it's received by a receiver module that can then translate the NMEA sentences, which are GPS locations and times, and parse them out. So there's a picture of the currently existing GPS transmitter and receiver over radio. Very short range right now though. So our goal is to create something that we can use to track a high altitude balloon from liftoff through touchdown, signals all along the way. And also create a sensor array with recording of data that can be analyzed after the fact. All kinds of data elements. Things like the altitude over time. See how high the balloon goes, and as it's going through time, what the altitude is. Also things like temperature. As the altitude increases, the temperature is going to decrease, maybe even as low as 50 degrees centigrade. So over time we expect that to change. The other goal of this project is to share knowledge with people interested. So we're going to share knowledge, data, documents, pictures, schematics, everything that you need to know. Someday, maybe we can have like a network of all these different receivers located in houses, schools, and buildings to help other altitude ballooners track their flights. Using a mesh network, the balloon flight will be tracked by all kinds of devices that will run on the same platform and send data to a cloud, and they can be tracked. But right now, let's get started. So thanks for your time, your consideration, and your support in making HARP become a reality.